intellectually sophisticated than most. You know what I mean? Sophisticated? Yes, he appreciates intellectual people. Here, look, I'll show you. Paul over there was hired about a month ago. Paul! Paul! Oh, this is Alan Richmond. He's applying for the accounting position downstairs.
Oh, yes. Greetings, Alan.
Hello, Paul.
So, you are applying for the accounting position downstairs?
Yes, I am.
Well, I do hope that your background in this area is of a stuplicatory nature. I'm afraid the prior perpetrator of that position turned out to be a rather agitated billfold when it came to accounting.
Billfold?
Indeed. Good luck in there. Don't let old Mr. Tompkins Harbasiate Georgia Grissy like he can do so well. He does appreciate a man of volubious rampacity, much like myself.
Thank you, Paul. You see what I mean? I've never heard words like that. I know, he's so smart, isn't he? Well, don't worry about it. Just be yourself. They'll like you. I'll introduce you. Mr. Tompkins! Mr. Tompkins! Mr. Tompkins? Alan Richmond's here to see you about the accounting position.
Thank you, Paul. Tompkins.
Richmond, sorry. Alan Richmond, Mr. Tompkins. Call me Alan.
Excellent. Please, call me Mr. Tompkins.
All right.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Your resume?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Bachelor's from Brown, very nice. 10 years experience as a CPA in Washington. Yeah. Well, Alan, it seems you are very qualified for this position, I must say.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you do realize that the position means that you would be overseeing the entire accounting department, don't you?
Yes, sir. I'm aware of that.
Right, so you would be willing to take a managerial position then?
Indubitably, sir.
Excuse me?
I said, indubitably, sir.
Oh. Okie dokie, so, yes? Now, Alan, I look for a certain quality in my employees that I think is very important. I expect them to have a level of sophistication and intelligence, but more than the average person. You know what I mean?
Well, yes, sir. You're looking for people of an astute nature.
Astute? Is that what you just said? Astute?
Yes, astute. Yes.
Let me show you what I'm talking about. There's someone I'd like you to meet. His name is Paul. You're going to love him.
Oh, sir,
Paul, could you come in here for a second? Top of the morning to you, sir.
What's this sir stuff? You know you can call me by my first name.
Oh, yes, I know, Mitchell. I just respect your Melanity so much.
And I appreciate it. Paul, this is Alan. Alan, this is Paul.
yes, we met outside before I came in.
Oh, good. Good.
Yes, Alan and I have been talking about each other quite commagiously, I might add.
Excellent. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
You see, Alan, Paul here is an excellent example of what I look for in an employee. He is obviously sophisticated. He's obviously genteel. is obviously intelligent. He's obviously,
Culpent?
thank you, Paul, culpent. He's obviously very culpent. Now, Alan, don't get me wrong. You seem to be a very qualified fellow, but you just don't seem like Paul material.
So, you're saying I'm not cosmopolitan enough? Cosmopolitan.
You see, that's what I'm talking about right there. When Paul talks, he has this way about him. The words just flow right out of his mouth, and you know what he's talking about. But with you, Alan, for goodness sake, it sounds like you're making up the words as you go along. I mean, a stoop.
Cosmopolitan.
Who's ever heard of these words? Paul?
Sorry, sir. They're new to me.
Exactly. It's like you're,
Vidific.
thank you, Paul. Vidific. It's like you're being vidific on purpose.
I don't think I understand what you're talking about.
Exactly what
Sir, listen, I don't mean to challenge anyone's intelligence here, but I think, sir, I think it's Paul who's actually making up the words.
What? What? Mr. Richmond, I assure you, Paul here is a genius. Why would a genius like Paul make up words? Really?
Again, sir, I don't mean to challenge anyone. What makes you think he's a genius? Exactly.
What makes you think he's a genius?
Yes.
Well, come on. Look at the guy. He's got patches on the elbows of his jacket. And he's smoking a pipe, too. Look at him, Alan. He's smoking a pipe. And he's got one of those things over his eye, too. What do you call that glass of thing over your eye, Paul?
Oh, this. This is called a culprit, sir.
You see? He wears a culprit. Have you ever seen a man wearing a culprit that isn't a genius? Mr. Peanut wears a culprit. He's got to be a genius.
All right, first of all, Mr. Peanut is a fictitious character. Fictitious characters can't be geniuses. And secondly, Paul, you used the word culprit about 5 minutes ago, and when you used it 5 minutes ago, it was an adjective. Thirdly, this thing right here, you idiot, is called a monocle, not a culprit. It's called a monocle.
A monkicle?
Sure do, sir. I'm a genius. Paul, did you go to college? Of course I went to college. Where did you go to college, Paul? Well, I went to Mount Xavier State. Mount Xavier State University.
Oh.
Mount Xavier
Oh,
State.
Mount Xavier
University,
State.
yes.
Good school, yes.
Excellent school. Which state was that in, Paul? Which state? Boy. So many of them. I mean, 57.
Well, it certainly wasn't in Mount Xavier.
No, that's not a state yet. Well, actually, it was in, boy, it was in, it was in, Puerto Rico.
Oh, in Puerto Rico,
Yes,
see?
yes.
Oh, come on, Paul. You know there's no such thing as Mount Xavier State University in Puerto Rico. You're making this up. Sir, he's making this all up.
I really wish I was.
Now, there's no need to be jealous of Paul.
No, there really isn't.
Sure, he's smarter than you. Sure, he's better looking than you. But he can't help it. He's a genius.
You know what, sir? I think I just realized this isn't the kind of place I'd want to work in. So, thank you very much for the interview. Obviously not the kind of guy you're looking for.
I'm so glad you realized that. Although we could use the laugh around here every once in a while. I'm afraid you just don't have the level of intelligence that I would for an employee. Like Paul here. I'll keep your resume on file. Oh, what a funny guy, huh, Paul?
Oh, indeed, sir, indeed.
I'm just thinking about it. Oh. Well, get back to work, you sophisticated bastard.
I certainly shall, sir. Oh, and may I say, sir, that I was glad I could hypalivate you.
And hypalivate me, too. And I thank you. Hypalivate isn't even in the dictionary. Genius.